and just reflecting on the dream. And just other memories were popping up. Not of the dream, but of my interactions with him. When we were together, there was an insecurity within him. He was worried. He didn't say it. I felt it. He was worried about how I would look at him. If I would judge him, because it was this element of just him sharing. There were comments he would make, and I knew where, the thing is, he didn't have to say anything else, and he didn't. And I knew where they came from. I knew what he was referring to. There was one comment that he made. It was about his sexuality. We were talking, I forgot where we were. And he asked me, what would you say if I had experimented or explored with a man? And I said, okay. Or something like that. I don't remember if that was the exact statement he said. And he looked at me like waiting to see. And because I was so comfortable with my sexuality and the types of acts that I had engaged in, I was just open to, there was no judgment on my part. I said, okay. So, because I also knew, I find women attractive. I fantasized about being with a woman. And so I remember when I forgot how that conversation came up. But there was a split moment where I knew where that was coming from. And there were other moments where he was worried. I think it was about his self-worth, his education. I remember he just openly just said something about his education. And I said, okay. And I was just the thing is, it didn't matter. It didn't matter to me as much as it mattered to him. But because for me, I just loved him. And I still do. I just loved him. I love him. And it didn't matter what experiences he had or challenges he had, which was again the complete opposite of mine. I just knew I loved him. It didn't matter to me. It didn't matter to me. It wasn't something that was gonna hold me back from loving him any less, or looking at him any less. I remember, those are the memories that are being triggered right now. When he talked about the trouble he had with the law and the fights he'd been in, school-wise, and he was just sharing to check. I don't know if it was to check in with me or to see my expression, but it didn't. I just loved him. It didn't matter. That wasn't gonna hold me back from loving him any less. That's all I knew. I don't even know. That's the thing. Do you know what it's like to paint a dream? person I was sitting with too, as I was getting ready. Do you know what it's like to paint a dream? Like, he was asking me, like, if I didn't know. In the dream, I was in the bed. I was in the middle of his bed, and he was this side of him, and he was getting ready to leave because he had to go paint, and kind of like making it seem like I didn't know what it was like to paint a dream because he was so consumed by it. Do you know what it's like to paint a dream? No. But I know what it's like. I know what it's like to try to describe one with words. That's what I know. That's what I know. That's all.
Hi, my name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us. In whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth, this just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience, and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else comes next for me.